second time going live on my phone. But anyway, welcome to MidWatch. I know it's late, even though that's usually what I do. But I wanted to get on here real quick. I just finished watching Ironheart, and I am going to do a live stream probably this weekend to break it down. That and Squid Games, which I'm almost finished watching, and probably a couple of other things. But I do want to talk about the last scene in Ironheart, and a little bit of the end credit scene. If you didn't know, Ironheart was 6 episodes. Last week, the first 3 dropped. Tonight, the last 3 dropped. And then at the end of the 6th episode, there is an end credit scene if you fast forward it a little bit. I definitely suggest that you go watch the new Rockstar's breakdown of Ironheart for the first 3 episodes. And I think not only do they explain a lot of what's going on in the first 3 episodes, but they will give you ideas of what to look for in these last 3 episodes, especially kind of with the all the magic stuff and new characters and stuff that they're introducing. And honestly, if I didn't watch that, I would have no idea what's going on. And I don't know how many other people are that on point, but literally everything that they said was going to happen literally happened. So go watch that if you haven't watched that. If you haven't watched the last 3 episodes, if you haven't watched the first 3 episodes, go watch the first 3, go watch New Rockstars, and then watch the last 3, and then join my live stream. But what I am going to say, and shout out to the Ironheart mask that I got up there on the wall, also the Ironheart that I have in the package. I have another one that has the mask off, but I gotta find it. So anyway, I will say this, it is better than a lot of other Marvel shows, and I think people will enjoy it. I think the first 3 has a different tone than the last 3, so it might be hard to kind of get through it. But I think if you are really big into comic books and stuff like that, hey Tyler, what's up? I think if you're really into comic books and you're into all of that lore, I think you really might enjoy it. It definitely gets way more comic booky in the last 3 episodes. So my recommendation is to go watch it, even if you are not sure. If you want to watch it, go watch Ironheart. Tyler, if you haven't seen Ironheart, go watch Ironheart. Alright, so spoilers from here on in, or here on out, whatever. I'm going to talk about Ironheart. I want to talk about the last scene specifically. And again, I'm not that deep into the comic books, so I can't specifically say word for word like what's happening. That's why I'm saying go watch the new Rockstars. Okay, spoiler warning now. Okay, so RiRi goes and she fights the Hood after she fights Zeke, after he gets his little upgrade, and she does this whole like trick, which was really dope, to kind of get the Hood off of him, trick him, get the Hood off of him, and then she goes downstairs. As she was fighting the Hood, I realized, like, oh snap, the pizzeria, why that was so significant the whole time was because that's the pizzeria that not Dormammu, but Mephisto brought the Hood to basically get him to join. So RiRi goes downstairs with the Hood in her hand, in her new suit that she upgraded from the car, which was really dope, and is very like accurate for the comics and everything. It looks like the comic, like the helmet that I got on the wall. But she goes downstairs, and then Mephisto snaps his fingers. She comes out the suit, and he's like, sit down and let's talk. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because it pissed me off. Alright, like straight up, okay? Like, you went through all, like, you literally just fought the Hood, and you saw a dude turned into the, what do you call it, from Lord of the Rings, right? Smeagol, and was all crazy looking, and the dude from the Hobbit, you know what I mean? When they took the ring off and all of that stuff, and you got all of that freaky stuff going on. And I mean, dude is literally flying around the room like Voldemort. Like it was insane, you know. But it's all of that dark magic and energy and all of that stuff that we've seen in other lore. And you see the Hood just literally do that and what he turned into. And then you go downstairs and you let this dude keep talking to you. Like, first of all, it's like, all right, bro, like, I'm not sitting down. And even if you're sitting down, I'm not eating pizza. I'm not drinking a soda. Like, this ain't about to be, all right, what do you want? No, thank you. I'm getting the hell out of here because my mom is back there waiting for me. All the magic family that I got is sitting there and telling me, like, yo, you know, this is some deep, dark magic and you need to get the hell out of here. Now, the only credit I will give her is the fact that she got his name out of the conversation because she didn't walk out of there like, oh, this is Dormammu. She actually got him to say Mephisto. And after that, I would be like, all right, like, listen, Mr. Mephisto, like, I'm going, all right, I'm going back. I'm going straight back to the shop and I'm going to tell the magic folk, like, yo, this is who was just sitting there talking to me and we need to look this dude up, probably call Doctor Strange and figure out what the hell is going on. Now, didn't seem like there was any pressure on her, like, oh, she couldn't leave unless she made a deal. It seemed like she had her own free will. But then she turned around and she shook this dude's hand. And I get it. Like, I get the enticement. Like, that's what it was supposed to be. But I thought the whole purpose of the show was for her to have growth. Like, her to see, like, hey, I really don't need to be this bad person. Like, I have my family around me, I'm supported by love and community, and like that's all I need to be successful. Like, I thought that was the whole point of this. And she had, you know, the Hood as a counterpart to see, like, oh, okay, I don't want to do that. And then she turned around and made the same deal that dude made. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And then, you know, and then you go to, you know, the in-between scenes where, you know, it's like the future, the fast forward, jump forward, flash forward scenes. And, you know, she's sitting there and Natalie comes back and then she's like, oh, look, I've been waiting for you to show back up so I can run diagnostics. And the next thing you know, Natalie hits her on the head and, oh, snap, she's real. Like, are you kidding me? First of all, the Natalie AI was already doing too much. And I'm not talking about personality-wise because I know, like, people are going to complain about that. I mean, I think her character was written to be bubbly. I'm not concerned about it. But for it to be an AI, I think it had too much emotion. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that, and then she still literally didn't figure out where the thing came from. Now, I thought the purpose of this whole thing with the whole, like, her sitting down with Mephisto, like, he was going to show her, hey, I'm the one that actually created the AI to kind of, like, lure you in. Like, I thought that's where it was going, and that's not where it went. And then she shook his hand, and maybe she thought, oh, I'll get my AI back, but he really gave the real Natalie back. And I don't understand it. Like, where, and it, like, it's not going anywhere. Like, we're not getting a season 2. So what was the point of this? Like, I don't understand. It's pretty upsetting. Because I feel like she had all of this. She was supposed to go through all of these trials, right? Episode 4, she literally lost everything and everybody, right? Episode 4, she lost everything. Episode 5, everyone's coming to get her. And then episode 6 is like the community and building her back up and her becoming who she needed to be. And I get it, the enticement, but wasn't that supposed to be the point? Wasn't she supposed to have the temptation and be able to fight that? Like, wasn't that the whole point of this show? Because if not, then what the hell are we doing? Now, we're already supposed to forget that she done killed John, or Cousin John, whatever you want to call him. I literally thought that he was the Hood's, I thought he was Parker's, like, legit cousin, but I guess not. They call him Cousin John. Whatever. I mean, she ain't kill him, but she was responsible, okay? So you had that, all of the stealing, all of the stuff that she was doing, breaking and entering, all of the illegal stuff that she was doing, getting Zeke locked up, like all of this stuff, bro. But then her community came to her at the end still and helped her build her suit, and she still shook dude's hand. Why? Like are we gonna get like it, like is this leading into Secret Wars, or whatever, you know um Doomsday and all of that? Like, is that what the point of this is? Like, is hell, at this point it should have just been, Doom sitting at the damn table like, hey, Riri, what's up? Now that would have been dope, even though it wouldn't have made no sense. But I mean, still, or shit, it could have been Kang. Part of my language, and that's been my whole theory, that Kang could have fixed this whole phase. And the fact that we don't know like where this is going, right? This isn't low-key season 1 and we know we're getting to season 2 and we know we getting this character in the Ant-Man movie and all of this. Like, we literally don't know when and where we're going to see these characters again. We don't know if this is leading into the Vision TV show. None of that. Like the whole MCU is just demolished right now. Like, it's in pieces. Literally, like Riri's suit when she fell down, and literally just boom, like everything everywhere, all at once. So I'm frustrated. And, I not only, like, I had an opinion about the first 3 episodes last week, and I had a very negative opinion about it. And then I turned around and I rewatched the 3 episodes again. I was like, nah, I'm missing something. Like, it's not sitting right in my soul, in my spirit. And I went and I rewatched it, and it was better the second time. I'm not saying it was great, but it was better the second time, and it was easier to get through. And then these last 3 episodes, I mean, they moved pretty fast. There was a lot of action going, a lot of stuff happening, and then she turns around and she shakes this dude's hand. And I just, like, I know fans are going to be like, oh my God, Mephisto's in the MCU, and they finally showed him, and everyone's excited, and yada, 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 and then you got the girl in there, and she doing magic, and all of that stuff. Like, I get all of that. And I'm fine with all of that. I'm just talking about Riri as a character. What was the point of this show if she's not going to have growth? Now, maybe they were saving these since 2020 or whatever, 2020, 2021, whenever they filmed it, because they didn't want to put Mephisto out there early. Maybe before the Doctor Strange 2 movie. That's fine. I'm not that. All of that is whatever. But why would you take a character full circle just to leave her back where she was? So, hopefully this weekend I'll be able to, do a live and talk about it more. We'll talk about the whole season. Like I said, I'll have to, watch heavy spoilers and rock stars and all of that stuff. And maybe get some answers. Maybe they have some info. I don't know. I know the last 3 episodes was very comic accurate, and they introduced a lot of characters that people were hoping were going to be seen. But I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm a little disappointed at the end of this. I really am. Because of what they did to Riri. And I don't understand it. And I mean, they finally got me on her side, and then they did that. And then the post-credit scene, whatever, is the Hood going into the shop, and then he goes into the magic shop, and he's like, hey, I'm looking for the magic that's in the back. Like, you should be, like, crippled. And that was my other thing. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but I literally thought this dude was going to be, like, crippled in a wheelchair or something. And then Mephisto was going to, like, build him up and, give him all this power. But whatever. But, I mean, he was, like, kind of crippled at the end, on the floor after he fought Riri. at the pizzeria. But then he walks into the shop and he's like, "Yeah, I want that magic in the bag." And I mean, I guess because he doesn't have the hood, that she doesn't get the sense that she sensed before when RiRi went in there. But I mean, he still got the scars and stuff all over his face. That's like mad visible. Like that was ugly. Like she couldn't sense that. She should have been like, "Mom," or something. Whatever. I'm frustrated, and I think other people aren't going to be as frustrated as I am because they're not going to look at it like I did. But I really think that the whole theme of this series was contemplating like what makes a villain and what doesn't make a villain, and what's bad and what's not bad and what's in the middle. And are they trying to make RiRi an anti-hero? I don't know. I was like okay with what they were doing early on, like showing her flaws and everything, because that's what you're supposed to do to a character and break her down and build her back up, and that's what they did with Tony Stark. Like I literally just watched Iron Man 1, and he had to go through that whole process too. But to bring her back full circle, I don't understand. So that's it, man. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you have watched it, or if you have just watched the 3 episodes and you're waiting for these last 3 episodes to come out, go ahead in the comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you like it, if you love it, if you hate it, if you're like, let's move on. There are things in there that I can see like people are just going to be turned off from it just episode 1. And I get it. And, I don't think that this is going to be for everybody. But I think for the people that are excited for what the MCU is trying to throw in there, and like I said, the characters and, all of that stuff, the comic booky stuff, I think people will enjoy it. And there is something to get out of it. And I really think at the end there is a family aspect, a community aspect that's really important. But I can understand if people are going to get turned off. So it's not going to be for everyone. Your mileage may vary. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Like this video, share this video, and I will hopefully be back this weekend to do a whole breakdown. And also let me know if you watched Squid Games Season 3, the finale, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. I'm going to go finish watching it, and then I'll get back to y'all on that. Alright, people. Have a good night. Peace.